Killer solar flares, Duck Dynasty, real IDs, and the hardest words to spell correctly. Did you know Google shares its top trending searches every week? Let's take a look at what you're looking for and looking up this week. We probably all know solar flares are powerful bursts of energy from the sun, but did you know this past weekend was a pretty active one from our sun, according to NASA? On Saturday, the sun released an X-class flare, which is among the highest or most intense solar flares. Flares and solar eruptions can kill radio communications, zap our electric power grids, disrupt navigation signals, and pose risks for spacecraft or astronauts. That flare was classified as an X1.1 flare, and there was an X2 in mid-May. Depending where the solar flare is pointing, it could spell trouble for us here on Earth. That last flare disrupted radio communication in the Middle East for about 10 minutes. Searches for Phil Robertson was the top trending Google search in the past day, and search interest in Duck Dynasty is at a 5-year high after he died on May 25th. Search interest in Real ID is at an all-time high right now. Real ID is a U.S. identification security standard first announced back in 2005, and it essentially sets out security basics for an ID card. The law prohibits certain federal agencies from accepting licenses and IDs from states that don't meet those special standards for things like accessing certain federal facilities or buildings or for getting on a plane. It's basically been talked about for almost 2 decades, but it is only starting to become enforced this month. ID cards that count as real IDs will have a star on them, and if yours doesn't, it might mean you can't get on a plane with your current ID. And what are the words you have most trouble spelling? The Scripps National Spelling Bee is being held this week, and that's got us all thinking about spelling. Not surprisingly, or maybe surprisingly, it's not words like onomatopoeia or nauseous that we look up the most on Google. The top searched query is, why is it so hard to spell definitely? That one gets me every single time. Restaurant, architecture, necessary, necessary? I can't even say it. Necessary, and tomorrow. That is interesting. There's also a lot of interest in how to spell certain slang words, and the top searches on Google right now depend where you are in the USA. You might be searching for words like bougie, bro, or shiesty. Now, I am not cool enough to know what most of those words mean, so if you want to help me out, please put the translations into the comments. I will be WATCHING for them. I'll see you next time. Onomatopoeia. ONOMATOPOEIA. Onomatopoeia.